Let's look at how taping can support mummy thumb or de Quervains. De Quervains is where we get inflammation and pain at the tendons at the side of the wrist, at the base of the thumb. Generally, these are the tendons belonging to the extensor pollicis brevis or abductor pollicis longus tendons, so those muscles with a tendinous attachment at the thumb. Symptoms: pain at that base of thumb, sometimes swelling, and as well as that, difficulty gripping or pain when you grip or use that thumb. Often found in mums in terms of picking up the baby, overusing the thumb, pushing the buggy, but also really common in people who exercise where they use a lot of grip, pull-ups, and also repetitive strain injuries, often coming from gripping, drilling, activities of daily life that involve a lot of gripping, pressure, or reverberation going through that thumb. So lots of reasons why people might get this condition, and it's really, really common in practice. Repetitive actions, as we said, pushing buggies, picking up babies, gaming. I've had so many people where gaming is the root cause of this issue. Sport, trauma, so a bang to that tendon, and simple repetitive overuse. So it's really, really important, as it always is, to really get into the root cause of the problem with your client. Get your detective hat on and come up with a global treatment plan that looks at those activities too, to ensure that you can get long-term results. So assess global. We're looking local, but assess global. Are there issues with range of motion in the shoulder or spine that's making the person overuse the hand, the arm, the thumb? What about their core control? Looking at that core control. If they're not using core control and they are doing pull-ups, toes to bars, really, really explosive, high impact workouts, but they're pulling and over gripping because they don't have the core control, then that could also be part of the problem. Look at intrinsic and extrinsic factors. Look at the hormones. Do they play a problem, especially in the new mum population? So it's really important that we look at all of those factors, because treating and taping alone is not going to solve a problem necessarily, unless we can understand why it's happening and address that root cause as well. So here's a really local, simple taping. 2-step. Inhibit those thumb extensor muscles to take the pressure off the tendon, and also a mechanical tendon offload. Again, if we can get the pressure off the tendon, it might just give that little bit of a window where the tendon can heal and we can start to make progress with the pain. It's an inhibition, so we're going to anchor away from the midline of the body. So we want to cut a piece of tape 8 or 9 inches long. I'm going to anchor it at the base of the thumb. I don't find that doing long tapings that come right up onto the thumb effective. Obviously, that's getting a longer attachment, but it tends to just wash off and come off straight away, therefore not allowing the client a longer therapeutic time. So let's just tape it at the base of the thumb. Now, light stretch on the tape, light stretch on the thumb. So client is flexing thumb down towards the bed. Relax and anchor with no tension. Just following that line of the soft tissues from the thumb. Now, in terms of a tendon offload, we are going to offload towards the thumb. So we don't want to put this directly over the painful area, just below it. Client, stretch the thumb downwards, heavy amount of tension on the tape, and we're pulling that down towards the thumb tendon. And anchor with no tension. Rub well to make sure it sticks. And that's your taping complete.